We'll take the air dribble from the back corner. The reset musty. Oh my goodness, Wahvey. Good job at avoiding them. They've been caught a few times. Most importantly, even when Jack dives for them too aggressively, he hasn't gotten punished too much. And take the 100 in order to extend the possession and keep Jack pinned back. You allow Jack to go to work, and he takes it to the skies. Gets the reset just outside the box. People like me with 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Doubling off the back wall. I will also allow photos. Oh my goodness, what a nasty shot. It was more than just a double. A reverse sweep of the highest order. Best of 7s today. As these guys fight for their portion of the $1,500 prize pool. It's going to be impossibly long. Impossibly long for Wahvey or Jack if they do want to go the distance. Wahvey, a little fake to the side wall, and then we'll just take his goal. Jack, air dribble resets, gonna be denied. Jack, ground pinch, and the follow-up 50 to put himself back within 1. Was very sure he was playing against Firstkiller when he lost to ApparentlyJack 3-1. This time he knows who he's playing against. Jack just getting the reset and then floating down to the ground with no movement at all, which feels like not the best way to handle this possession, but he is eventually going to score. He should, by all means, unless something crazy happens. Jack resets into a 9th. He has been very effective. We talked about him commending Wahvey's defense. Well, the reality is he won the series in which he did that, so he knows how to react to it, but it's not going to pay off. Wahvey... Oh, never mind. It is going to pay off. Wahvey's going to miss. And he's going to miss again. Somehow, some way, Wahvey had a chance there. He's going to drop a This Is Rocket League, because that is a pretty impressive set of misses. Jack tried to just say GG, I think, which is double up on the D-pad, but the game wasn't over yet. That's exactly what I wanted. How'd you know? Jack, back wall double to make it 2-1. We'll take the air dribble from the back corner. The reset musty. Oh my goodness, Wahvey. Jack gonna drop him the nice shot. Good use of the air roll from Wahvey after the resets to put himself in flick position right away. People like me with 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Wahvey doubling off the back wall. I will also allow photos. Oh my goodness, what a nasty shot. It was more than just a double. What a placement. Oh my goodness, Jack. Jack just pinpointed the top left. He's crediting Wahvey's defense. There's no defense that stops that shot. My goodness. I could see that as a progression of any mechanic. You know, first you're just using it to speed up when you have open field and nothing to think about. But it seemed like maybe he was going to take his sweet time attacking as he cut it. The challenger. GG's. Wait, it's best of 7. It's best of 7. Jack is toxic. Thought he just won game 5. Continues to attack high. Wahvey cannot be having much boost left over, and now Jack, it's finally come time to take advantage. Oh my goodness, if Wahvey made that save. Nowadays, defenders, they play so close. They really don't let you get that kind of setup. Oh, Jack, what a read off the kickoff. And it's going to be a fake kickoff, and Wahvey just instantly scores. Will pick up some of the midfield, but is not really near the ball. Wahvey's going to try and dribble the length of the field. He's out of boost. It's over. Jack hits it to the ground. Now it's GG's. And the challenger will be denied as Jack moves on to face his teammates if he wants to make it all the way through the gauntlet. 1 against Jack in pool play, and is looking to prove that he can do it again, this time in the Vitality decal and in style. Firstkiller has been one of the most fun 1v1ers to watch in the tournament. Even though he didn't finish in first, he is able to run it into a first place position. Firstkiller is going to get a pool shot for a goal that will ice out the game. Decent job at avoiding them. They've been caught a few times. Most importantly, even when Jack dives for them too aggressively, he hasn't gotten punished too much. You could argue this is a punish here, because Firstkiller then eventually gets a possession and goes the length of the field. But I think Firstkiller added a lot to this dribble that made it end up being a punish. And Firstkiller, man, he has made up for a couple mistakes with nice recoveries into demos. That reset play was one where he was just not protecting the ball at all. Now, playing it into the ceiling to himself, and Jack went to the corner, and Firstkiller will get the goal. It is a slow-mo shot attempt. Still a great position for Jack. Nice flick. With the clock winding down, he just needs to put it anywhere into the orange half, but he did miss. Now Jack, a chance to tie it up. Gets back to the ball. The reset. Puts it in. Apparently Jack ices up Firstkiller. Maybe a little too laissez-faire at the end of this game, and has allowed Jack to tie it up with 4 seconds left to go. Didn't hit it. Back wall dribble. That setup is not one that he has to give up. We haven't seen nearly as much in the North American tournament. Jack was trying to go for the Randy power slide shot. Didn't get it, but has kept possession going and will slot a top left. Jack waved that shot. We saw Firstkiller open up the whole match with a very similar one. Position didn't work out in his favor. Maybe he's thinking about that and says, I just need to get the ball out of here. Ooh, what a save from Firstkiller. Counter will be a goal. Jack took a risk, is trying to stay on the ball right now. Did fake Firstkiller into... Oh, what a catch. It doesn't even hit the ground. So smooth. Pre-flip flick. Oh, that was about to be a nasty clip for Firstkiller. But it does go wide, and then he ends up own goaling. When he needs a big kickoff. And oh my goodness, Firstkiller. Firstkiller. Perfect so far. And game number 4 going to go for the ground double. Jack reads it, but then gets demoed as Firstkiller lands on the ground. And so the follow-up is a goal anyways. To throw Firstkiller off the way he's been playing, doesn't seem like almost anything could throw him off, but a double jump up. Firstkiller went to the back wall and still got the save. Firstkiller in the second half of the game. Oh, Firstkiller, nice backflip off this ball. Jack is going to give him the nice shot as they vie for 50s back and forth. Firstkiller makes sure to put distance on himself in order to not let the ball roll away. Jack being in control of the ball, but he isn't able to find a shot. He will now, though. Jack hook shots. Saved. Firstkiller. I think he intended to take it into the corner and take the 100 in order to extend the possession and keep Jack pinned back. But that's not what happens. When you miss it, you allow Jack to go to work, and he takes it to the skies. Gets the reset just outside the box. Jack, just enough of a touch to put the ball behind Firstkiller. It could have been a bad play if Firstkiller was just a couple inches back. As Jack now is going to play a bit of keep away. Firstkiller, can he get the recovery? He does. Still 0 boost for him. Zap dash out of the net. And he's going to hit the semicircle to pick up a few pads. What a save! Feels like he hasn't even had enough possessions to really test it out in the past couple games. And Jack is going to fake him to open the scoring in Game 7. Defensive stand a bit better. Oh, Jack, what an own goal. A Game 7 own goal. You love to see it. Jack does recover, and a clean catch of his own. Firstkiller, a couple fakes. This ball slow rolling. Jack will lose the game of chicken. Firstkiller will muscle Jack away, boxing him out, not allowing him to get the clear. Rode around on the side wall. Tried to meet it as it came to the ground. Firstkiller, so quick. Firstkiller has been winning some of these midfield possession battles. Jack has made sure that his recovery is ready. What a save from Firstkiller. Just barely redirected the ball and ended up getting it off the post where it finds its way out. Now a really tough play to make as he chases down the ball from way above it. Off the ceiling, if he did, he maybe would have been able to get back down to the ball. Jack going to get his follow-up shot denied, but on 0 boost, both of these guys going to take a bit just to regain possession. And that is all precious time that Firstkiller needs, and Jack does not. Firstkiller dives in, doesn't get the ball. Jack will take it the other way, and it's GG's with 5 seconds left to go. Jack will advance. He takes the best of 7 against Firstkiller. 3 straight after being down 1-3. A 50 Manages to land back down on top of it, which is important. ApparentlyJack is going to carry him over there into the corner for him. Chronic double jump bump, or make it a demo. Jack down one, but potentially with a possession here, except for that Chronic is just going to stay on top of the ball. But I realized maybe he meant he was live after someone else pointed that out. Jack needs to clutch out the air dribble, and does from the back corner. Chronic swinging wide in nets, trying to make a save on the goal line, but he cannot read. Bounce dribble off of a one kickoff, trying to pin. Oh, what a shot! Might have some other priorities. Chronic booming it into the ceiling, and the ground pinch will get him a second goal. Jack doesn't seem interested in bringing the ball to Chronic, or just wants to carry. And I think what he really wants to do is pull Chronic in like he did, and it pays off. But right now, it seems like if Chronic had just played out the 2 minutes, he could have let all these 4 goals happen in a different game. Of course, it doesn't work that way. And if he does, he'll stick it out. Oh, frustration. Camera shake as he gets nothing out of that possession. Jack is maybe on the verge of making his life a lot easier than it needs to be. If you can take somebody all the way into the land of tilt, you can all of a sudden get an easy one. Jack will continue his scoring, looking to keep the mental edge in every way he can. Does not want to just take a bunch of standard kickoffs that Chronic could win. Wow, that's not good. That is not good for the Chronic mental. Chronic played great when he played against Jack. I might have been as recently as yesterday. Punished him like I needed to. And maybe he could be back on a roll here. 3-2. The first lead for Chronic that I think he's seen in a while. Headed back to when he played against Firstkiller, starting down 1-3 to get that. Chronic double jump and recover into the net. And Jack gave him a chance to score. No additional play to be made before Chronic can meet him there. Ooh, I didn't even think that Chronic was going to get a flip off of that landing. But he was never going to be able to make a play on the ball, so maybe he needed to just land a bit more defensively. Jack, reset at ceiling heights. 6-2. Chronic was able to take a game, but Jack is right back to his antics. Didn't think Chronic would stay all over the ball. W first time chatter dropping 10 bits. Thank you. Chronic, ooh, gonna tie the game. I thought for a second Jack got back, and what looked like it could be a full sweep. But Chronic on his way back, 7-6 with 2 minutes to go. Giving away possession after a long time, and as soon as Jack's back up in the air, Chronic takes it away. And we'll get the 9th goal, and Jack doesn't even want him to score it. He's ready to go next, so we will go next. Improve his dribble, but wasn't able to score off it. Not from lack of being able to score. He's up 3-0. He's going to get bumped to the back wall for Jack to get his first. But impressive from Jack, who now has a reset and will go to the ground and score. Chronic. Oh my goodness, what a surprise. Chaining some dashes on the side wall and getting up to pass it to himself infield. Clean landing on the flip, and there it is. Jack wants to go next. Jack able to get a couple now. On 0 boost, Chronic making sure to make Jack awkward, and then Jack seemed to recognize he was going to go for that top left corner, so even on 0 boost, he double jumps up to make the save. Chronic kickoff win to the side wall. Jack challenges early enough before Chronic can get the reset and do anything about it, because Chronic knew pretty much right away that Jack was trying to challenge him at ceiling, but if he doesn't already have the reset, it's hard to get the reset any faster. Another wall to air dribble kickoff win for Chronic. A little bit tougher to set up, but he'll score it on the first take. Carry straight down the center of the field at top speed. Not once able to make an adjustment because he's going so quickly, and there's Chronic, the pogo celebration. What kickoff does he want to do? Huge delay. Sends it to the left side wall and is back on the ball. Quick enough to make a play. Perfect catch with his flip. Chronic can't read the dribble, and it's a goal. He delayed the last one. He takes this one standard. Chronic wins it towards the net. The zap dash doesn't hit. And there's the GG's. Jack needed 3 straight kickoffs. Chronic will get his rematch against Diaz in the finals. A reverse sweep of the highest order. Chronic. A reset shot as he dribbles length of the field. It's 50 after 50 after 50, but it is going to play into Diaz's air dribble. And the fake Chronic gets dusted by it and cannot catch back up to the ball. Or I shouldn't say in and out. He did jump off the side wall, though. Chronic. So smooth. But now he has maybe the toughest of the Gen.g guys to beat in Chronic. Double reset for Chronic. And he will score again. He keeps being able to create these dribbles, not just off kickoff, but in open field play as well, as Diaz backing off. Chronic gonna make it 7-5, winning the pool and now trying to defend the gauntlet. As he's gonna tie the game up, placed at top left. Another kickoff win, 7-7, and now has a possession of his own. In his half, a fake. Diaz stays on the ground, and Chronic slow plays it all the way into the net. He refuses to actually take the shot while Diaz dances on the goal line. And eventually, Chronic able to dunk it in off the Diaz save. Chronic will continue his game win streak, up 1-0 against Diaz. Chronic hooking it up around the corner and into an air dribble of his own. And just slightly off. 4-0 for Diaz on the bounce back game. And make it 5 on a direct kickoff win. Gotten at least a goal, as well as maybe a couple other of the shutouts that Chronic has had on him today. Diaz doing some faking here, and he never stops faking the whole way. He really wanted Chronic to challenge, as long as the next 3, maybe 4, 3 would be enough. He needs the next 3 goals to go his way, and he'll stay in it. But if it doesn't, I don't know what we're going to see. 7-0. Chronic resets. Dancing behind the ball. What placement! Chronic has come alive in the last 30 seconds or so when he's got 3 straights. And this one was pretty impressive as he gets back up on the high bounce around the ball in order to be able to place it off that corner and in. Chronic gets his sidewall position, has a reset. What a shot! Just absolutely slams the ball off of one-touch reset, gets into position and just front flipping. It goes in 100 kilometers per hour. Maybe Diaz gave it a little bit more, and now gonna get demoed again. So Chronic has a second chance. He still has time. Just needs to get this in before 0. Good challenge from Diaz. Chronic out of the corner. Has a reset. Diaz on low. Boost. The front flip. Denied. Diaz a big save. And what a save from Chronic. He has to give him the credit. Diaz in and out. Save. And actually gets there in time. It didn't look like it was going to be one that could be countered on the final attempt, but bailed out of his pre-jump about as well as you could ask for. Resets on another possession. This time, an air dribble starting from his own box. Reset. What is this shot from Chronic? It is an unorthodox movement, but it leads to a goal. As we watch from Diaz POV, Chronic gets the reset and turns underneath the ball to get a diagonal backflip. Diaz shadowing and now floating behind the ball. Chronic tried to catch him on his landing with a flick. Diaz, what a shot! He went on the inside of his net, and he will pinch it with Chronic to send it the length of the field. Off of his ceiling challenge when he saw how fast Chronic was going. Knew that if he tried to go to the ceiling then, he'd probably be a bit late. Chronic, musty, double. Double's a bit too soon. This time, Chronic going to the ceiling off of his win. We haven't seen that from him too much yet today, but it's going to pay off the first time he goes to it. Instead of his classic sidewall dribble, he does send the ball into the ceiling. Soft save from Chronic, and he couldn't get back to it. Diaz couldn't get an angle to score either. Diaz, that's not the setup I would have think he wanted, but he has surprised me before. but not this time. Chronic still alive in the series. Diaz at ceiling heights. Takes it back down to the ground. Gonna try again. 50 is in. But he should be back now. Chronic not taking a goal. Just driving around the map when he noticed Diaz wasn't moving at all. Gonna chip up into the air. Has a reset. Goes for the double and gets it. He saw Chronic going in and out of the net, so he could not shoot on the first attempt. He had to delay it, and he does so by going to the back wall. Nice denial from Diaz. And now he's going to waste a bit of time. He's not going to be as friendly as Jack was earlier. Chronic will work his way back. That Diaz wasted just a couple seconds to get his 8th goal. Chronic will instantly tie it back up, though. Again, missing his boost. That is so unlike him, unlike anybody in these games. But he has to reverse back to go get it. Now defending from the ceiling. Oh my goodness, Chronic! Chronic changing angles with ease in the air. Diaz trying to float at ceiling heights. Chronic put it way past the post, but he said, no worries. I'll just go get another reset. Chronic sidewall double. Look at this shot to open up the scoring for Chronic. Diaz is going to give him the nice shot as he tries to close the distance and make it awkward for Chronic. He said, there is no awkward for me. Side flip 50. Knows he has him pretty much starved out. Heard him coming for the immediate dive. Chronic has a couple choices. Looking to make that exact play. Makes the right adjustment. Long shot from Chronic. Diaz sends it to the back wall. Zap dashing, but thinking better of trying to chase down Chronic, who could just chip it over the top of him. Now jumping off the back wall, worried about potential demo. Chronic will have no follow-up, no boost to make any play after that. Double jump bump connects, and Chronic with a save somehow got to the back wall. Diaz is dropping a what a save, because surely that felt like a definite goal, but he looked like he was a bit out of control. Chronic doesn't punish though. Demo now, 30 seconds left to go. Chronic needs to score this, and he should be able to before the respawn. Very likely could end the game. Delay kickoff again from Chronic into his orange half. Diaz gonna try and score a dish, and he does. 15 seconds left to go. Chronic does it. Oh, he does get the demo. Oh my goodness, that was going to be a game ender. But Diaz, a single jump all the way to the kickoff. It throws Chronic off, and he pauses, but he still has a chance here. 23 boost, and he sent this one flying in the air. Diaz is not going to be able to get back to it. It's going to hit the ground inches from the net, and Diaz will finish it off in Game 7. Go undefeated in the road to 100,000 subscriber invitational and be your champion. Jack taking down Wahvey, stopping the challengers in their tracks, and then taking down Firstkiller for the only upset of the gauntlet. The next two went to Game 7, but the favorite winning. Chronic won in pool play. No. Chronic won it in the semifinals, and then Diaz held it down in the grands.